got back to cutting, and we came across town. The beans aren't doing too bad. They're not completely dry, but they're calling for rain this weekend, so if they stay in the 14s, then we will keep knocking them out. And they're doing pretty good yield-wise. Pretty happy. They look good too. These are a Dynagrow 4.9. Well, I dumped the first bin off. Well, I cut a piece of a bin earlier. They were a little bit too wet, so we let it sit for 2 or 3 hours. So then I come back over here and cutting again, and it said 13.3. So we're gonna roll with her, boy. But Purdue will probably say they're 19.3. The combine said it averaged 14.2. Tester said 13.3, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Beard's getting thick, ain't it? Yeah, boy, beard's getting thick. Miss Eastern Shore Farmer hates it too. These are some good beans, I'll tell you. I think they're doing pretty good. And once again, the monitor is spot on. So what you see is what she's getting. Got a little sand hill right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right along the highway, how it goes down. So the yield, got a little bit of a yield drag on there. But you'll go down. I don't know if you can tell how it goes down and you get back into better ground. It's just a little teeny hill right here on the road, and then it'll pick back up a little bit. And it seems like it's always wetter on top of the sand hill than it is in the good ground. I don't know why, but it just seems like you know, it goes from 14.2 to 15.2 on top of the hill. Makes no sense to me. Now the reel is actually going really slow, even though on camera it looks like it's spinning a lot faster. It's actually not. And I keep it pretty. With a draper, you really don't even have to use a reel other than just tickle them and get them in there. These beans are bent that way a little bit, so I do got it down just a little bit, tickling them up to get into the header. So, but they are some good beans, I will admit. Good beans. It always seems like the dark brown beans like this are better than the light color beans. I don't know why that is, but it is. Seems like it. Just trying to show you the beans coming in the header. Now I do like to cut my 15-inch beans on a little bit of an angle. Seems like if you try to cut them with the row, your snout will push a whole row over flat. So this way it kind of pushes them up against the next crop, the next row, and you can pick them up on the way back. So I find that works better. I know a lot of farmers probably already know that, but I was just showing you how I do it. But you do whatever works best for your farm. I love a draper. It's dusty if you look in that mirror. I really like this thing too. Keeps your throat clean, stuff will fall in there, it catches some of your... I seen Mike Mitchell had to clear, what do you call that kind of plexiglass all down to his header on both sides. I like that. That kind of helps it when them beans pop up, it'll throw them back on the belt. That's something to look into because I hate losing beans. Just turn around, head it back the other way. Going pretty good still. I'd like to hit 100. I hit 95 earlier, but I wasn't videoing. It always happens when I'm not videoing. I hit 105 on that other farm on them Agrigold beans, but of course I don't think I was videoing. I think I showed 103. Did I show 105? I don't know if I was videoing or not. I don't think I was, but I wish I was. But we come up with the, she's within a dot, like a dot point of what the monitor says. So if a field does 85.2 on paper, then the combine says it does 85.3. I mean, they're that close. I mean, it's crazy how close we've gotten it. Now here, I'll show you the bed. We're going back over to Sand Hill. I don't know if you can tell it. You can see how the road goes down, and there's a hill right here, a little sandy hill all the way across. And it's wetter on the sand for some reason, and you know, of course the yield's worse, but it's still 50-60 bushel. It's still not that bad. Look at the daggone groundhogs. I mean, it's still not bad. You think it's bad because you've been running 80, 90, 100, and then when you hit 50-60 you want to complain, but you really can't. So now we're coming back off the Sand Hill. You can see how it starts getting drier and the yield starts increasing. It's just, it's crazy. So you get all the sand, the yield goes up and it gets drier, so I think they do pretty good. There's some grass. These bottoms down here are real hard clay. You can see the yellow. Now that is wet down there. It's in each part of these ditches. We're gonna come over here with a ripper and bust that clay up after we get the beans out. because we're planning on having corn here next year. So we're gonna rip and break that stuff apart and see if we can help that out. We haven't done it in a long time, so it needs to be done. That's where I had to turn out, where I was full. Been making with so many rounds, and this tank's full, so they're really doing good. I'm really impressed. Now the Agrigold beans, this is all pretty much good ground over here. You got a little bit of a sandhill, but this sandhill is 50, 60, 70 bushels. The sandhill on the other farm we were at, plus the farm's been neglected for a while. It's our first year on it. We'll get it built up, but those sandhills were like 20, 15, 20. So that brought the average way down from the good to that. But like I said, we'll get that farm built up and it'll really start producing. But this farm here is pretty good ground. These bottoms right here, as you can see, the grass, that's going to hurt my overall yield. It's just in this corner on this edge, there's a ditch. We really need to tile it and drain it through the ditch, but I don't know of anybody that tiles around here, to be honest with you. It's hard clay. We'll see what the ripper does to kind of help everything out, but I mean, it still yields good if you look. 90, 84, 86. I mean, it's still good yielding, but it really needs a little bit of work done to it, so I don't know. Alright, so I've been testing every bin that I've been putting in the trailer. This is why I need a green card, so I have to drive all the way over here. But, like I said, I tested the last one, it was 13.3. So, I'm going to do it right here in front of you guys, and we'll test it and see what she is. Alright. Let me get the old tester and we'll see what she says she is. $13.4. So the first one was 13.3. This one's 13.4. So how much you want to bet they'll say it's 16 or 17? As you can see, I still got a full bin. Throw them back up there. So 13.3 and 13.4 is what this says. The combine says 14. Some, of course, combine's always like a point or something over, it seems like. So we'll see what Purdue says. 13.3, 13.4. That's pretty freaking consistent. So let's see what they say. Let me set you over here. Oh, and as you can see, the bin was full. I know, I move you guys around a lot. It has been getting chilly in the mornings. I've had this and a sweatshirt on. And then of course, in the middle of the day, you gotta take it off. And then when it hits afternoon, it is 4:11 right now. Then you gotta take it off. And then you get hot. And then all of a sudden you'll get cold. So you gotta put it all back on in the afternoon. John Deere's unload quick. I tell you, that's a lot of beans coming out of that thing. For a 400 bushel tank, it don't take long to pop this stuff off. Case does it. These combines does it. That little dribble at the end, you just cannot stop it. I don't care if you sit there for 20 minutes. For some reason, it still dribbles out. I hate that. I wish when you shut these damn things off, that would be it. No more running out. Even though, you know, I know the auger's still spinning a little bit and then it stops, but even after it stops, it still dribbles a little teeny bit. So, but anyway, 13.3 and 13.4. So I'm gonna cut another one. And I'll be back with you and we'll see what that does. I don't have to cut a full bin. That truck probably half a bin will load it. So somebody buy me a grain cart, 1,000 bushel grain cart. I want it green because I'm a John Deere guy. Come on now, I know there's millionaires out there. There's well now there's billionaires. They were saying today since the pandemic, the 1% of the population that was worth, I don't know, freaking, you know, the billionaires that were already worth what they are ever since the pandemic, their money has increased. It was like 1 trillion or something, or 2 trillion. They've all gotten richer. So tell me who wouldn't. Tell me who didn't benefit from that pandemic. Who put it all in place to get richer? I don't know. Here comes my brother with another truck. Nice. I can start the separator up. Oh man, look at him. That is a worker, boy. Come on, give me 100. Give me 100. Give me 100. I said 98 earlier. I'm coming up on this daggone sand hill. I was getting all excited. I was going to try to hit 100. Picked up the phone earlier. But I mean, that's still good. I'm not going to complain about it, but still. I was getting really excited. It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. Dang it. A lot of groundhogs on this farm. Got my bro waiting in the other one. Oh look, hey JT Power Wash. Here, I'll give you a free plug. 443-783-5785. He has actually washed our house and he does an excellent job. JT's Power Wash. Located in Snow Hill, Maryland. Coming up on the sandhill again. I don't know. You see how it goes up? I mean, it's still good beans for a sandhill, don't get me wrong. Just saying. I don't know if you can see it better. You can see the hump here. It's horrible. And that's just what a little sandhill does. I mean, they're all by 20, 30 bushels. Get ready to load him. He's going to go to Purdue. So we'll see what they say. We'll see what they say. Got that part of the field done. There's 3 ditches that come up, or 2 ditches, 1, 2. So I'm opening up this field now. Oh, here, I'll show you what groundhogs do while I'm here. See what a groundhog does? Look at that. They're worse than damn deer. See how they will come right out here and they'll eat that. He must have a hole somewhere in the ditch, and he will come out and just eat this right up. I've seen way bigger ones than that, but that just shows you right there. There it is, right. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Right where that, see where that white dirt is? That's where his hole is. Damn groundhogs. I hate them. I hate a groundhog. My brother, he shoots the heck out of them. Spies them things. We got them up at the, that's what these filter strips do for you. They don't do nothing but weeds and groundhogs. It gives them a place to hide all the time. It's horrible. It spies them. I don't even like these filter strips. They don't help with nothing. We're getting rid of 80% of them after this year. We're going back to farming right up to the ditch. They don't do nothing but give you weeds, and you gotta come spray all the time. And they're groundhog havens is what they are. There's some more wet spots right there. It's gotten a little cloudy on me. But they're definitely getting drier. Still going pretty decent yield. I haven't hit 100 yet. 97. I've hit 97. But I'm still tickled. Coming up on this sand hill that runs right through here. You see how the yield dropped. See how the yield drops on this hill? It's all the way through this whole farm. All the way through here. Got the sun poking out of the clouds. But they're still doing good. I just can't hit the 100 mark like I did the other farm. Not going to let it happen. It's just not going to let it happen. I really need to get my drone figured out. That would be cool, having drone shots. Cutting soybeans like we are. 96. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nope, I'm hitting the sand hill. Damn it. You can see how the driveway goes up. It's right here. Like I keep telling you. 96. I was close. I'm still happy, but come on, let's hit 100 somewhere. Ain't no sand hill on that side over there, so I might hit it on that side. Oh, sun's poking out again. Well, let's hope we can get this one side done before it gets dark tonight. See if I can hit 100. Come on, baby. You can do it. There's 96, 94, 91. Come on. Come on. Oh, 101. I hit it. Now I'm happy. I'd like to at least hit 100 on every farm that we got beans on. I mean, it stays pretty consistent though. They're really good beans. I mean, you can see them bad boys coming in there too. So, I think they're good. I'm sure there's better. Somebody's got better, but I'm happy. I'm competing against myself. If I hit 101, next round I want to hit 102. The only thing that's going to kill this farm is the bottoms are there, and then this bottom, and then that little bottom right there, that hard clay that was wet. You can see the grass spots. But other than that, the beans are excellent everywhere. We really didn't have that much deer damage around that woods right there when I was just over there opening it up. I was surprised. You know, the beans, they drop off some down here in the bottom, but they're still good. I mean, you know, they're not great. I mean, look, I'm headed into the bottoms, and I mean, they're still running like that. They're just not staying like in the 80s and 90s. They start dropping in the 70s and 80s, and then you'll see like the 60s, 60s and 70s, and that's what kills the yield. As long as they stay in the 60s, I'm happy. But it just kills your yield, these bottoms do. We got to figure something out down here in the bellies of these fields. It's just right down here in these bellies is and it's not really that whole one, it's just right here on this corner, and just really need to figure something out. I mean, we're going to try to rip it, bust up the hard pan, but I really don't think that's going to help it out any. Got to do something. It's got to drain. It's got to drain better is what I'm thinking. We'll figure something out. When you're coming back this way, you can Look at them beans running in there. That looks like corn running in there, coming in so thick and quick. Good Lord. Very happy. Very, 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 very happy. I mean, look at that. That is doing really good. I mean, that's when you know you got it good. When they're coming in thick like that, they're not just trickling in. I mean, that, look at that. I know I'm vibrating a little bit. But couldn't be happier. And we still got a lot of beans to go. I still think the wheat beans are going to do really good. I mean, they actually look better than the early beans. I mean, they look really good. Now I got one more bin to load that truck and I'll be done, so. Morning. We ended up getting 35 acres cut last night because we couldn't start early. The dew was so bad yesterday. It never went away till like late in the afternoon. So we got a short on that Peterbilt that my brother's in. He's going to pull it in the shop. The lights keep flickering, so I don't know if we got a wire that's touching some metal whenever it moves. Got to figure out what's wrong with that because it's kind of irritating. So, especially when we can't cut till later in the day, and then we got to haul those after dark. So we're going to figure out what's wrong with her, get that wire fixed. It's got to be a wire somewhere rubbing. We'll get her done, and we're going to move both of the samples that I tested went 13.3 and then 13.4. We go to Purdue, they go 15.1, 15.2. So they're always way higher. It's just crazy how it is. So, but it is what it is, I guess, right? Because you can't do nothing about it. They're going to get you one way or the other. They're never going to let you get ahead. So this will be the end of this video. We started cutting yesterday. We're actually going to move. We got to do some custom work about 2 miles down the road from where we are. So we're going to pour in here. So thanks for watching, and and I'm just showing you the yields because they were Donna Grove 4.9 beans, what they were like versus the Agrigold. They actually did pretty good. I think that side of the field went raw. I think that side of the farm went almost 70. I think 69, 70. So that's pretty good for an average on them. The thing that killed me was that sandhill. Even though it's not a big sandhill, that just shows you what a sandhill, even with rain, it held up pretty good as far as moisture. And yield. I mean, it was running anywhere from 40 to 60 yield is where the drop off was. And then when you got down in them hard clay bottoms where it was wet and there was grass, that kind of killed me. So, but I'm still happy with it. It still did a good job. So it is what it is, obviously. So, and groundhogs. So, but anyway, you'll see more. Like I said, I'm not bragging about the yields. I'm just showing you what we do. This is the land around here. So see you later.